Disculpadme que hable así bajito. Pero son las 11. Que de hecho quedan 30 segundos. Tengo que poner ya la música. Tristemente. Que vale que sea un temazo. Pero... ¿Y este botón lo puedo desactivar? Lo quiero desactivar un segundito. Deactivate. Vale. Lo desactivo, que se vea más el direct y todo esto. Y voy a ponerme el chat en el móvil. ¿Dónde está Twitch? Que comienza el día 18, lo del COVID. Lo normal de todos los días. Uy, no. ¡Ay! Que lo he desactivado el volumen. Ahora sí. Me voy aquí. Vale. Ni 2 segundos en tardar en mostrar Fire Emblem. Ni 2 segundos. Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes.
The cycle of this world, I will not allow it to perish with you. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles.
A esta en el Three Houses la tengo chetadísima.
This is the path we must walk. I have ambitions, Edelgard, real ones.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
We shall fight, we shall survive, and we shall win a glorious future for Bodland.
And now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
Para junio, ya así de primeras, con fecha y todo.
皆さんこんにちは。任天堂ダイレクトの案内役を務めます高橋です。
A mí se me está viendo bien, ¿no? Y se me está escuchando bien. Y se escucha bien el direct, ¿verdad?
原作のファイアーエンブレム風化設立と時代背景はそのままに全く異なる物語の展開にぜひご期待ください。続いてはヘッドラインをご覧ください。
The Orange Star Nation needs you.
Vale, perfecto, muchas gracias. Este era obvio que iba a aparecer, seguramente nos irá con fecha y todo. Vale, lo subo un segundito, vale.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast-forward gameplay and rewind your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room.
Ok, perfecto.
Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer.
Vale. Lo esperable.
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto Nintendo Switch April 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Explore an infinite universe. In No Man's Sky, every star is the light of a distant sun, each orbited by planets teeming with life. Travel to planets of your choosing in this infinite, procedurally generated universe. Here, you'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before, and may never be seen again.
Que saliese como saliese, por los motivos que
You must
fuesen,
craft your own tools and even your own place to live.
y que aún así en vez de dejarlo abandonado como
In this
Anthem,
living and breathing
que Anthem,
universe,
Electronic
trade
Arts dijo,
convoys travel between stars.
hasta luego.
Factions vie for
Con
territory.
No Man's Sky,
Pirates
Hello
hunt
Games
unwary
se
travelers.
puso a tope, y
And the
bueno,
authorities are ever watchful.
estamos viendo, ¿no? Lo que
Your journey
el
may be
resultado
fraught
ahora va a
with
ser para
danger,
Nintendo Switch.
and actions have consequences.
Oye,
Trader.
bienvenido sea.
Fighter. Explorer.
Mientras que no sea nube,
How
bienvenido
will
sea.
you live in this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo
Veamos.
Switch this summer.
Y no es por nube. Perfecto. El Mario Strikers. Bueno, nuevo Mario Strikers. Perfecto. Por ahora están bien las anunciadas. Aunque no se vean muy ilusionados, están bien las anunciadas. Es algo que me haga especial ilusión y tampoco puedo expresarlas porque tampoco quiero molestar a nadie a son 5 de la mañana de la noche. Tampoco es mi intención. Esto es lo que pasa
Mario Strikers Battle League
cuando mezclas
Football.
Mario con FIFA.
Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like football that's way heavy on offense. Aim for goals by dribbling and passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots. The main rule in this sport is to rule the field. Try to score more goals than your opponents. There are two things to keep in mind that'll help you with your strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy. Customize as you see fit. Second, the Hyper Strike. To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the net and you'll score not one, but 2 goals. Up to 8 players,
Interesante.
4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch console. In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode. Join an in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club, so create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you, or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club. With items, tackles, and hyper strikes, anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League Football
Venga,
launches
para
on
que digan
Nintendo
60
Switch
pavos.
June 10th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
マリオストライカーズの最新作
La
が
primera
登場しま
tanda
す。
está
何で
bien,
もあり
ok.
の格闘サッカーにぜひご期待ください。続いてはこちらをご覧ください。
Esto es que me traes a vaya señor. El Splatoon 3, otro obvio que va a estar aquí. Oh no, han caído en pisos picados. Modo oleadas le han metido al Splatoon 3. Uy, la calidad se ha ido un poquillo. Lo voy a subir. Uy, uy, corre, 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 sube, sube. Vale. modo zombie de pronto tal cual. O sea. De un momento a otro, de repente, el Splatoon tiene modo zombie. Espectacular, oye. Salmon Run, Next Wave. Está bueno, sí, está bueno.
ご覧いただいたのはスプラトゥーン3の協力モードサーモンランネクストウェーブの映像です。ラストにはこれまでに報告されていない巨大鮭の姿も確認できましたが、イカたちの運命やいかに。スプラトゥーン3はこの夏発売です。今後の続報をお待ちください。
Julio, agosto le doy.
引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Vanzers at the ready.
El Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 aquí no sale. Eso se lo van a dejar para el E3. Eso se lo dejan para el E3 guardadito. Como mucho dirán el título del juego. Pero...
A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch. In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Vanzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy. Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Vanzer. Uncover the great storyline of this classic when Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Hombre, Square Enix
And in the
lanzando un
future,
juego.
the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on Nintendo Switch.
Y Square Enix lanzando un juego para Switch y no es por nube,
Get
espectacular.
set for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer. From the creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line. Choose Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer also possesses powerful ultimate skills, perfect for turning the tables at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play, as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Todo este verano, madre mía, relajarse un poco.
Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch. Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action-adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating force powers and lightsaber combos
sí, la verdad que
as you hunt
tiene
down
buena pinta,
Jedi
tiene buena
Masters
pinta.
on iconic
Yo juego al
planets.
Asphalt, bueno, de hecho tengo
Upgrade
un vídeo en el
abilities
canal
like
jugando
Force
al Asphalt
Grip and
y está
Force
muy bien el
Repulse,
Asphalt.
then
Así
combine
que
them for even more destructive combos. Use
espero
button controls or
que
opt
sea
for
un buen
motion
juego.
controls enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits in 3 critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for Nintendo Switch on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper timeline. You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle. Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Tiene pinta de ser free to play porque ya lo han puesto arriba lo de Nintendo Switch Online.
2 worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to Nintendo Switch. One fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world. Though it somewhat resembles his homeworld, he finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition, dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch April 7th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
Kirby. The Last of Kirby. Bueno. Bueno. Espectacular eso, ¿no?
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure.
Gráficamente es bellísimo el juego este.
Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone. With Mouthful Mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources will become available.
Sí, tal cual, Mario Odyssey con Kirby. Hombre, a Kirby le pega bastante
At
eso.
Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved.
La verdad es que pintaza tiene.
Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks. They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on Nintendo Switch March 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
ご覧いただきました星のカービィディスカバリーはいよいよ来月の発売です。もう少しだけお待ちください。引き続きヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Vamos a ver qué nos enseña.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。 バッターの大谷翔平です。ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打賞22が楽しめるようになりました。
Este me hace gracia porque es la cosa más irónica del mundo. Ahora lo vais a ver.
That's right, Otani-san.
Vais a ver
MLB
cómo
The
esto
Show
es
is
la cosa
coming
más
to
irónica
Nintendo
del
Switch.
mundo.
That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online.
Es un juego hecho por PlayStation.
I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous.
Es un juego hecho por PlayStation.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these
PlayStation existe
collections.
por culpa de Nintendo.
3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From
Pero da
Kingdom
por
Hearts
saco.
to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the
Los Kingdom
Remind
Hearts en
DLC,
nube, madre mía.
every entry is coming to Nintendo
verdad.
Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet.
Pereza el port.
Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside
El
Sora,
Kingdom Hearts 3 te lo
Donald,
puedo pasar.
Goofy, and more for the first time in
Pero
TV,
los otros
tabletop,
dos,
or handheld mode.
los otros dos en
Kingdom
nube.
Hearts Integrum Masterpiece for Cloud, containing all 3 game collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch shortly
Paso,
after this
tío.
presentation.
O
Each
sea.
collection's cloud version will also be individually available on
Por nube,
Nintendo
tío.
eShop. Klonoa is coming to Nintendo Switch. Across dreamy side-scrolling levels, you'll run, jump, and hover, while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th.
Vale.
We're so glad you're here. Been here before? Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning
volver a
games,
comprar Portal
the
y Portal
Portal Gun
2.
is your key to surviving
volver a comprar
imprisonment
Portal y
in a
Portal 2.
mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes. And that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year. A classic comes alive.
Ostras. El Portal para Switch. Half-Life nada. Oye, que yo con el Portal soy feliz, Con el Portal yo soy feliz.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day. A martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future. A youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future. A newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
Mezclar el pixel art con el 3D.
You will repay my loyalty in death.
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation.
いかがでしたか？続いてはこちらです。 世代を超えてどなたでもお楽しみいただける Wii Sports シリーズの新作、任天堂スイッチスポーツが登場します。こちらをご覧ください。
Here are the sports included in Nintendo Switch Sports. You might recognize these three from past Wii Sports games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time.
No te creo.
Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve.
Hombre.
And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending. Plus, 3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Football. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers.
No, pero
By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions.
No, pero que no hayan puesto los Mis me
Badminton.
parece
Control your shots
parece un
left
insulto,
and right while
que no
keeping
hayan
the
puesto los
shuttlecock
Mis.
in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots
Que yo
to
quería mi
gain the upper
mat,
hand.
tío. Yo quería mat.
Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set,
Furbo.
and spike the ball.
Furbito.
The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch console, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face.
No te creo, tío.
Try
El Wii
taking on
Sports.
this challenge.
Esta nadie se la ha visto
せ
venir,
っかくなので新種目バレーボールのプレーを実際にお見せしようと思うんですが、
Esta nadie se la ha visto venir,
あ、皆さんこんにちは。任天堂の小泉です。
小泉さん気合入ってますね。それでは小泉さんとバレーボールをオンラインでプレーしてみます。ストラップの準備は大丈夫ですか？
はい、もちろんです。スペースの確保もバッチリです。
Está diciendo con espacio para que
では始めましょう。
no te den nada.
わかりやす
no
くご覧い
rompas
ただく
nada.
ために実況を別途つけてお送りします。
All right, we're doing
Ostras,
it.
tío.
Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yo también.
What can we expect today
Ah,
from
sí,
the
sí, están los
Takahashi
Mis.
Koizumi team?
Vale, ya está. Retiro todo lo dicho.
It's
Soy feliz.
Koizumi to serve.
Han puesto los Mis.
Takahashi up front.
Han puesto los Mis. Vale, vale, vale.
We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react?
Yo también casi al 100% que me lo pillo.
Takahashi makes the block. Another one's coming. Koizumi saves it. The setup in the air, and here comes the spike. The other team saves it and fights back. And they score. Takahashi didn't quite get it in time. All right, well, it's okay. It's okay. The game's not over.
Necesito que
Now the
aparezca
other team
Mat.
serves.
Si no aparece
Koizumi
Mat,
receives it.
me voy a enfadar
Takahashi sets it
muchísimo.
up. And Koizumi spikes, but it goes right toward the opponent. Here's another attack. Now's their chance. They get the ball, and with the setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores! They got a point with that fierce spike.
Ostras, tío. No
プレーはこの辺りに
sigo
してお
sin
きましょう。
creérmelo, ¿eh?
まだ紹介の途中でしたね。それでは私はここで失礼します。
さてご紹介してまいりました任天堂スイッチスポーツですが、発売日は4月29日です。
Matus dice,
そして
ojalá.
夏頃には発売時のシュート対決に加えビッグバンドを使ってサッカーの試合が楽しめる無料アップデートを計画しています。さらにこの秋には新たにゴルフをお楽しみいただける無料アップデートも計画しています。ここで皆さんにお願いがあります。快適なオンラインプレイを楽しんでいただくために発売前にオンラインのテストプレイを実施し、さまざまな技術検証を行いたいと考えていますので、ぜひご協力をお願いいたします。任天堂スイッチオンラインご加入の方を対象にご覧の日程で実施します。ご協力いただける方は任天堂ホームページにて詳細をご確認ください。何卒よろしくお願いいたします。 任天堂スイッチスポーツの情報は以上となります。ぜひご期待ください。続いてはヘッドラインをご覧ください。
Get those taiko drumming skills ready. The latest Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to Nintendo Switch. Set in Omiko City, the sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a taiko master along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Donchan Band. Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War. Drum to your heart's content. When Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Plus, a paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs will be available at launch. What's new with these Nintendo Switch games? The brand new tactical RPG Triangle Strategy is almost here. The protagonist Serenoa and his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC, Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle. Defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even wilder attacks. The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course wallops its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th. A free update is coming to Metroid Dread. All it takes is one hit. Even from this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty. Can you face this new challenge?
Modo speedrunner, modo
And for players new to the Metroid series,
con los
take
ojos
advantage of
vendados,
increased
un
recovery
plátano
with the newly
para
added
moverme
Rookie
y
Mode.
una batería para atacar.
This free update launches shortly after this presentation. A second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time. Something's bound for Nintendo Switch.
Miedo me da. Un juego que siempre he querido probar. Pues perfecto, que salga en el Super NES Online. Salga en el Super NES Online, pues oye, a mí me viene perfecto porque es un juego que quería jugar. Explorar los comienzos. Este que fue el primer modder, porque quiero recordar que el que aquí es Earthbound era el modder 2.
Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online shortly after this presentation.
Pues perfecto, no sé, no me me sonaba que ocurrió algo raro con esta saga por aquí. Vale, esto ya es la tanda de juegos. Hace poco estoy hablando, a ver cuando quitan la exclusividad temporal del Apple Arcade de este. Oye.
いかがでしたか。ここで一つお知らせです。2017年の発売以来大変多くの方にお楽しみいただいているマリオカート8デラックスですが、この度歴代コースの中からいくつかのコースをリマスターし、有料追加コンテンツとして配信いたします。こちらをご覧ください。
No te creo, Nintendo. No te creo. Ya está, ya me lo voy a comprar. No te creo, o sea, no, Mario Kart de un DLC del Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, tío.
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games. 8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of 2023. Courses such as Coconut Mall, Chaco Mountain,
Me sirve.
and Tokyo Blur will be included in the first wave. Of course, you can play these courses locally and online.
Ah, Nintendo me mete copyright por la música del trailer.
The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will launch March 18th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop shortly after this presentation. You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership. Or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
No, paso de comprar el paquete de expansión.
いかがでしたか。マリオカート8デラックスの追加コースにぜひご期待ください。さて、次の映像が最後になります。ご覧ください。
Dime, por favor.
Fighting in order to live and living to fight. That's the way of our world. Ionios.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again. They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword match. The man pierced by a great sword.
Bueno, pues está bien, oye.
It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Y va a terminar ya, así que...
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you soldier it all alone.
What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It'll never replace the friends we've lost.
The flame clock, it has to go!
Ouroboros abhor this world.
They must be erased without a trace.
Pues nada, tengo algo preparado para terminar el direct porque tiene pinta de que no va a haber ningún anuncio más. American Nichols 3. Ya se venía hablando, ¿no? Monolith estaba haciendo unas cosas muy raras. Septiembre de 2022.
ゼノブレード1と2、2つの世界の未来をつなぐ物語。ゼノブレード3は9月に発売を予定していますので、ぜひご期待ください。今回の任天堂ダイレクトは以上になります。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
¿No?